Alright, so hi everyone, my name is Eder and welcome to another Project Wesker video. In today's video, we're actually going to be talking about a small update for the channel, and I also have some other stuff I have to talk about regarding my first playthrough of Resident Evil 8. And if this is your first time here, well, consider subscribing because I consistently post about everything that has to do about Resident Evil. So the first thing I actually wanted to talk about was the small update for the channel is that I'm actually moving. So I'm actually going to be leaving this place by the end of the month, and I'm actually going to be moving to the other side of the country. So many of you guys know that I'm actually Canadian, which is, you know, the second biggest country in the world, right? And so yeah, and I wanted to mention this mostly because, right, for a couple of weeks, right, for like maybe 3 to 4, maybe a month, I actually won't be posting any videos, though right now I actually do have to post roughly, I think, around 3 videos or 2. So expect to see those videos in the upcoming weeks. But I basically just wanted to mention that, right? I know it's a little bit of a bummer, but then again, there's not a lot happening in the Resident Evil world, I guess, per se, right, in the upcoming weeks. The only thing that's actually going to come out is the Resident Evil Infinite Darkness series, which you guys can guarantee that I'll be watching. And I'm actually going to be doing a review and a discussion. I'm not sure if I'll invite another friend, right? I'm going to have to see if any of my friends want to watch it with me. And yeah, so I'll be doing that, right? You guys can expect that video. And I think the last thing that's happening in July is Resident Evil Reverse, which I'm not too excited about, right? I'm kind of iffy. I never played the alphas or the betas. I actually was super busy when that came out. But yeah, right? And so, but I'm definitely going to be playing that with friends. And so I'm actually going to be recording that. And yeah, I'll do a review and more of a discussion, right? I don't really like to do reviews. That's what I've been thinking about a couple of weeks now, is that, yeah, reviews, you know, from 1 to 10. I'm not going to do it that way. But in any case, that's what you guys can expect once I'm settled at my new place. And yeah, and that's the reason why last week I actually didn't post a video. Now, the other thing I actually wanted to talk about is regarding my Resident Evil 8 first playthrough, right? And so the last playthrough that I actually posted, I think, was number 5, part 5. And in there, I actually mentioned that there was some problems, right? I did actually lose a chunk of certain videos of the playthrough, right? Whether it was my camera or the actual game footage. But I stated in that video that I was actually going to continue posting, even though I was really busy and I wasn't feeling 100%, right? During my first playthrough of Resident Evil 8, so that was last month, I actually got the COVID-19 vaccine, so I wasn't feeling 100%. And so yeah, the videos were gonna come out late, but I still wanted to post them, though other problems occurred, right? And so I actually noticed that a lot of the game footage was corrupted. And so it would actually skip a couple of seconds, skip a minute, skip 2 minutes. And so it was actually a pain to edit. And especially since right before I start filming a video, I actually sync everything, right? I sync the camera, I sync the microphone, I sync all of that stuff. And so yeah, it was a huge bummer that I was basically trying to edit and it kept getting out of sync. Right, and the other thing is that I don't have a lot of time to basically dedicate, right, 30-minute long videos, and especially since I have so many videos to do. And the other problem, like I stated, right, in part 5, is that I did lose a chunk of some of my footage. Right, and so at the end of the day, and I also saw the extent of that, I noticed that it wasn't just a little bit, it was a lot. So I've actually decided that I won't be posting that, right? I won't be posting the rest of the videos for my first playthrough. And also this whole experience for my first playthrough, recording all of that, which is actually the first time I've actually recorded a playthrough, is that I think live streaming would be a lot better. Right? And if you guys have any suggestions, let me know down in the comments. But yeah, basically what I do need to get is a better PC. The PC that I'm actually working on for editing and stuff is just a work PC, right? There's no graphic card or anything, right? It's not for running games or anything of the sort. But yeah, just like I mentioned, right, it's a huge bummer that I won't be posting it, but it's also a question of time, right? You know, like I just stated, I'm actually going to be moving in the upcoming weeks. So I have to pack a lot of stuff. So I won't have enough time to basically fix all of the errors. And there's a lot of videos that I basically had to do, right? And so, yeah, I think the best option was to just let it go, right? I'm not gonna focus too much on that. And the other thing is that I've also beat the game, right? As many of you know, I actually already got a platinum, right? On the 25th, I think, of May, I got a platinum. And so, yeah, right. Yeah, I think it's best for me that I don't continue posting all of that stuff because it's just a mess, right? And I've learned a lot, right? It is my first playthrough that I've posted, but that actually brings me to the other thing that I wanted to talk about is that before Resident Evil 8, I was actually working on a Resident Evil Revelations playthrough with my cousin Xavier. And so we're probably going to continue that as soon as I'm settled at the new place. And so, but yeah, I recommend that if you guys want to know more about my journey and stuff, or when I'm settled at my new place, the best place to see what I'm up to is actually at my Instagram. And so yeah, feel free to follow me at Project Wesker, RE. But that's everything I wanted to basically state, right? And like I said, right, it is actually a really good time to be moving, right? Especially for Resident Evil, since there's not a lot of stuff happening in Resident Evil at the moment, right? In the future, right, as soon as I buy better gear and stuff for the channel, right? Because I do have a camera, I do have a mic, right? The only thing that I really need is a better PC, right? But yeah, maybe in the future, maybe, you know, I'll make a Patreon, I'll do a buy me a coffee, who knows, right? But yeah, I'm not going to do anything right now since, like I said, I'm not settled yet and I have to pack everything and move to the other side of the country. So I hope you guys understand, right? This is at the end, so don't be freaked out that I won't be posting, right, every week. But I basically wanted to do a quick video just explaining my situation, right, that I'm actually moving. And so don't get freaked out. I'm not finishing the channel. I'm not giving up, right? But in any case, that's everything I wanted to say. That's everything that I have planned once I'm settled, right? And so the videos are going to continue. Just for a couple of weeks, they aren't. And just like I mentioned at the beginning of the video, I consistently post about everything that has to do about Resident Evil. So that includes Resident Evil news, walkthroughs, theories, and lore videos. So if any of those topics interest you, then consider joining the Project Wesker family. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.
The right to be a god. That right is now mine.